Andy, your thoughts on Oregon State's offense? Obviously, at Boise State, you actually seen the quarterback before, but at Utah State, just your thoughts on the offense and what the quarterback brings to it?
Well, I think they definitely got some explosive players. The offense is always ran by the quarterback. I mean, that's obvious, and the quarterback has been in the system, and run this system, and he does a good job with it. He knows how to make the adjustments, when to make the adjustments. He knows where he wants to go with the ball. And then obviously, I mean, they got a big O-line and big tailback that we're going to have to handle.
You've only got 2 games of film on Garrettson at Oregon State, but last year the quarterback was the leading rusher, but he switched to wide receiver this season. Is it difficult not having tape from last year and only 2 games on him at Oregon State?
You know what? You can see what he's capable of and what they want to do with him and stuff. And I mean, shoot, at the end of the day, like you said, Collins 22 and number 6 Victor Bolden. When it's a pass play, they want to get the ball to those guys. I mean, they're very talented wide receivers, and they got some other wide receivers that have some big size that they want to try to get the ball up in the air to those guys as well. And they all get their fair share of touches and balls thrown to them, but 22 and 6 are their guys.
You're talking about number 6 Victor Bolden. I mean, how dangerous is he? And I mean, saw him get the ball in his hands, go 92 yards.
Yeah, he could roll now, huh?
Yeah,
he could roll. There's no doubt about it. It pops on film. You can see it. When guys could run, their quickness, it pops. That's what we say. It just got pops on film. I mean, the thing about him too is he's a good route runner. He's a great route runner. I mean, the way he transitions in and out of his breaks, we think he does a great job. So obviously we'll have our hands full with him.
About all the running backs, he looks more like a old style fullback. What kind of plays do they run him with, and how defending somebody like that different than say the guy from Louisiana?
Yeah, no question. 2 totally different running backs. I believe Mike Allstock, way back, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, right? Big physical guy. That's what we see when we turn on the film. Runs behind his pads. And obviously they get the ball to him in the passing game as well. He's got his fair share of touches in the passing game. So a little bit different style than what we saw in the first week. Last week, their running back was a pretty good sized guy as well.
What's impressed you most about Sam McCaskill, what he's been able to do this season? Whether it was, I know you don't coach special teams necessarily, but he blocked the field goal and obviously has 2 sacks ready for you guys. What's impressed you most about what he's been able to do so far?
Yeah, no question. I mean, that's Sam Mack for you. I mean, outside of football, whether it's football, Sam Mack in school, just Sam Mack just being him on the streets, he is an impressive young man. And for him to have the start he's having for his senior year, he's a guy that goes and starts as a sophomore. Tyler Horn comes back his junior year. Tyler Horn plays over him. He still plays, doesn't ever say a word, just keeps grinding, keeps working. And then for him to have the off season he did, and now to start the season the way he has, it's unbelievable. So extremely happy for him, and obviously he's making our defense better by the job he's doing.
What really changed with him? I mean, I know that you guys had confidence in him last year and stuff, but I mean, just like the way that he's talked about this year, just seems like it's just gone to a completely different level.
I think he did an unbelievable job for him. When you talk Sam McCaskill, like the difference between last year and this year, I mean, the first thing is he had an unbelievable offseason in training and developing himself, even as an older guy. And I think he feels extremely comfortable with what he's doing, within the defense and at his position. He's played interior, inside as a D-line, so on the edge, there's a little more space out there. You're not getting a guard tackle combination on you as much. So, I think that suits him a little bit more out there.
I think when you think of like consistent players, you think of repetition, and I don't know, there's certain times where repetition might get boring, but I mean, can he be an explosive guy that can make, I mean, he's got a couple sacks in the season opener, obviously, but I mean, can he be that explosive playmaking type guy, or I mean, how do you view him in those regards, I guess?
He has, and that's where I believe his foot speed has definitely picked up. And even going back to the bowl game last year, there were a couple clips in the bowl game that we saw and we used for different situations in the off season that pop up in my mind. Where he showed the foot speed that he's playing with at a consistent rate now. He showed that in the bowl game, And I think what he did in the bowl game is just carried over throughout the offseason and obviously into this season.